Hey, what's up guys? We are back. Now it's that time again already. Can you believe it? We're in July and it's already time for rumors and speculation and what's going to happen next with Nintendo and their next Nintendo Direct. And you know, there is good reason though to discuss this because some things have happened since E3. Nintendo has said some things themselves about having more things to show soon, and their holiday lineup was not yet set. So this comes by way of 4chan, and as you know, 4chan can be 50-50 on these things. So I want to say to you guys 100% that take this with large grains of salt. It could all be fake, it could all be true, it could be half true, it could be half fake, but I definitely want to talk about it because some of these things have come true in the past. So we definitely need to take this with some validity for the time being because you never know with these things with 4chan. It could come true and you never know. So with this information, I'm going to leave the link in the description. But basically, they're saying that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct, possibly a Nintendo Direct Mini of sorts, at the end of July, somewhere in between July 22nd and 28th. And they go on to list a bunch of things that would be shown. And we're going to take a look at the list right now and go over it together and discuss it afterwards to see how much of this actually could come true. And then we'll go on from there. So first of all, they say that this Nintendo Direct coming by the end of July is going to have a new trailer for the Yoshi game that they said was delayed, of course, to 2019. And I know one of my fans out there who follows me on Twitter really loves Yoshi, so shout out to them. But the rumor is saying that the title of the next Yoshi game is going to be called Yoshi's Woolly World 2 Flipside. And I think we heard this rumored name before as well from another leak, so we'll have to wait and see about this game if that's going to come true. And then they said there's going to be an announcement about a second round of Dream Friends in Kirby Star Allies, and a harder mode will be announced. And then they also said that WarioWare Gold is going to be ported to the Switch. So that's interesting. Porting over that WarioWare 3DS game to the Switch. You know, obviously it would be easy to do, so we'll have to see about that as well. And then they said there's going to be a small segment of Super Mario Odyssey, with the highlight being some new recreations of some Super Mario 64 worlds in that game. So that would be really cool to see. If you've beaten Super Mario Odyssey, you'll know a few of the in-game stuff does have some things, spoiler alert, that are related to Super Mario 64. So that would make sense if that is true, but we'll have to wait and see. And then they said there's going to be some new information on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and they said that the Star Fox Racing game is going to be announced in this Direct as well, and at least one big announcement from a major AAA third-party port will be announced for the Nintendo Switch in this Direct. And of course there's going to be even more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stuff in this Direct as well. And of course it appears to be trailers for new fighters, and it's not 100% clear if this is going to be multiple trailers for multiple fighters or if it's going to be just one trailer. It does bring out that one of the characters they're going to reveal is going to be Castlevania's Simon Belmont. Now obviously this would be a huge addition because people have been requesting him to be in Smash Brothers for quite a long time, and he would definitely fit perfectly in my opinion in Smash Brothers, because if they can put Ridley obviously in Smash Brothers, they could put basically anybody they want in any video game in Smash Brothers. So Simon Belmont, classic character, iconic character, he would be a welcomed addition to Smash Brothers, and I know all the Smash Brothers fans would be really excited to have him in that game to play as him against the other characters. And to go along with that, they're saying that Smash Run, Hit the Targets, and Smash Tour are going to come back to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition for the Nintendo Switch, and they will be briefly revealed in this Nintendo Direct. And they also said that finally there will be some kind of a story mode for Smash Bros. Ultimate added as well. No specifics really were mentioned about what type of story mode this would be, only that a story mode would be coming to this game. It could be a remake of Subspace Emissary, you never know. They could just port that over and have some additions to it. I would actually like that personally. I really liked Subspace Emissary in the Nintendo Wii version of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I know a lot of people were kind of, you know, on the fence about Subspace Emissary, but I personally really liked it. I thought it was a great addition to the game. It added a lot of weight to the single player experience. It gave you a lot of things to unlock. It was just a really great addition to have in Smash Brothers, and just made the game feel really complete in my opinion. I don't know if you share the same opinion yourself, but I would definitely want to hear about what you think about that in the comment section, of course. Now obviously, like we said before, take this with huge amounts of salt because it could be a 50-50 chance this comes true, this comes false. You never know with 4chan, but Definitely the biggest announcement in this direct, if it's a small direct, perhaps 20 minutes long or whatever, would be Castlevania's Simon Belmont, in my opinion. Now, the article does bring out that Konami just announced that new Castlevania game for iOS, so this would give Simon Belmont a boost, and you know, it could actually help them sell their iOS game if he's in Super Smash Bros. That would make perfect sense, right? And the reason why this is coming up about having a late July Nintendo Direct is because of what Kimishima recently said to shareholders, is that they were looking to show their holiday lineup soon, just not at E3. This could be one of the small directs where they get some of these announcements out and then have another direct later on in September having even more announcements as well. Nintendo may be determined to have this sooner rather than later because of all the negative press they've had after that E3 press conference about people being disappointed in just showing Smash Brothers mainly for the majority of the show. So this could be a quick turnaround for them getting some more announcements out that they could have had at E3 but decided not to when they focused mainly on Smash Brothers. I think that's my take of what they could be doing here for a late July Nintendo Direct Mini, and have some of these announcements get out. Even if it's not some of these things that are rumored here, I still do think they would have some type of Nintendo Direct Mini to announce some of these summer games, even if they have to. Dark Souls Remastered, for example, what happened to that game? When is that game coming out? We still don't know. So there's a lot of things that are missing here that Nintendo still needs to clarify, and some of this information could come true, like I said, in this direct, so we just have to wait and see what happens here. But I would say it's a good possibility that there is going to be a summer Nintendo Direct to clarify some of these release dates that are coming up, because quite frankly guys, Nintendo is running out of time. September is coming up really soon, and there's like a million games coming out in September, and then once you get into October, basically it's done. You know, you got Red Dead Redemption 2, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these games lined up, and then you got Pokemon in November, December, you got Smash Brothers. So Nintendo doesn't have that much time left to play with really with their announcements. So they really need to get more announcements out as soon as possible, because the longer you wait, the more of the consumers' dollars are already spent in pre-orders for other titles that are coming out August, September, October, November, December on other platforms already, and that are already announced for the Nintendo Switch. So I hope that makes sense. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.